Yeah, top of the day to you. My name is Ijewemen Ojo. Today, I just want to talk about information and imagination, because a whole lot of stuff are happening on the internet, and the internet has made it very, very easy for knowledge to be searchable. It has made it very easy for knowledge to be copyable, and it's absolutely next to being free. Information is everywhere, and but if there's going to be any significant impact that we are going to make, information is not enough. We need to get to a point where imagination becomes our next skill. Our next skill, imagination. They say imagination rules the world. I think it was about Einstein. Einstein that said imagination is more important than knowledge, more important than information. So, but I found out that a whole lot of people can copy anything from the internet and push on their social media, and but it's everywhere. Information is democratized. It's everywhere. It's free. It's abundant. So, but what is very, very crucial that we should pay good attention to is imagination. Imagination is scarce. It's scarce. Not everybody can engage their mind to actually imagine things, because it takes a whole lot of new level to be able to do that. But in this new era that we are in, it is becoming very paramount that if you are going to make significant impact, you must engage imagination. You must engage imagination, and that becomes a skill for today, because impact is significant. Impact is the ultimate. What is the essence of the information we know that we can utilize to actually create impact in the world we are in? And to better do that, part of the things we need to actually do, or the foundation of this, always hover around intent. Not many people have intent to actually make impact in life. I've seen that play out in my work life. I've seen that play out in relationship with people. People become very, very selfish to a point that there is no original intent to actually make impact in this world, make impact in the space that you occupy, because information is free. I said it's very, very abundant. Everybody can have it. But if you will make impact, you need to start engaging creative skill to actually imagine things, because information can sit with you where you are, but I can tell you imagination will move away from where you are. That's why you see people can be seated and they are lost in thoughts, because they are imagining things. You might call them mad, you might call them they are delusional, but it is actually part of the processes that is engaged. If you are going to create something meaningful that will create impact, you have to start thinking about your will. You understand the will to think beyond what you have known. The will to think beyond what you have known. You have to start to engage curiosity too, because it is curiosity that you will use to now start querying and questioning the ideals. You use curiosity to now start questioning the assumptions that could be. And those are part of the tenets that are engaged when it comes to true education. So because curiosity will now help you to now query and question those assumptions, those ideals that is obtainable in the confines of those information that you have gathered. Then the next thing, if you have to be creative and engage imagination, then you also now start to have courage. You need to have courage, because whatever professions you are into, whatever industry you are into, you see that those who have the courage, having gathered information, having queried things, those are the people that will now start moving a new path, channeling a new pathway. So you can't do that, because to create change, you have to be bold. You have to be bold. You have to be courageous. Because whether you are into education, whether you are into real estate, whether you are into marketing, whether you are into healthcare, if you want to create significant impact, you must have courage to chart a new course. You must have courage to pursue a new pathway. Look at all the different innovations we've had. I can remember when was it Ebola we had that time, that while everybody was afraid, but there was a doctor that stayed on the front line just to make sure that he brought solution to the table. He lost his life in the course of this, but he was able to salvage a whole lot of stuff. So the courage, the will, the curiosity to challenge and query the assumptions, the courage to pursue new pathway, and the discipline to now start executing those creative ideas. So if those disciplines are not there to execute those creative ideas, the information is as good as being seated with you. It remains with you. And if information becomes so stagnant, after a while, you see that it starts to lose weight. It starts to lose weight. What I mean by that is, we are in a world that is rapidly evolving. Take for example, you can use AI to produce a whole lot of stuff. AI tools and all that to produce a whole lot of stuff. But even AI is becoming democratized. It's becoming democratized. I learned today that Google AI, now they have a lower version of the premium features that they have. Previously, you can imagine Google AI Pro that is going for, I think, about 28,000 naira, which is roughly close to $20. That's the basic one that they have. Now they have made it cheaper. Those are the democratizations that you have even in AI tools, the models and all this system, because they are beginning to realize that they need to make this thing available for everybody. They need to make it available for everybody. Information is everywhere. It's becoming next to being free. So, but imagination is what will actually play the role if there's going to be innovation in anything you know. So information can remain stagnant because we live in a world that is evolving. Before you blink your eye, another thing is coming up. Another information has superseded what you previously know. You get it? Somebody went for Guinness world record, maybe the fastest man on earth. Somebody else is querying that, is looking for how he can supersede that. The next minute, you see that that person has outwitted that person. So information remains stagnant, and the only thing that will make that information stale is to now begin to engage imagination, where you go beyond where you are seated. You can be seated here and your imagination has traveled far into US. It has traveled far into Wyoming. It has traveled far into the ends of the earth. It is not with you. It has gone beyond. So information can be seated with you where you are, but imagination always moves. So the world we are today, imagination era, that is where we are. And you need to quickly start engaging all the skill that is needed to actually imagine things, because imagination will precede those innovation, and it is those innovations that will create the impact. So maybe you want me to run it down again: information, imagination, innovation, and impact. Engage imagination today and you will thank me, because you are on the path to creating significant impact in life. See you in the next